How do you feel when you've just finished a task or a project and the spontaneous response of someone in your life that matters is, "Wow, that was amazing"? It makes you feel good. It makes you want to even do better next time. I knew a lady who took on the job at her church to write a newsletter once a month. And after reading her first newsletter, her husband said, "Honey, this is great. You should be a professional writer. I had no idea you were so talented." She secretly had dreamed of being a writer. She even took a couple of writing classes in college, but never had the courage to believe in herself to pursue writing. After every newsletter she wrote, her husband told her what an amazing writer she was. She finally wrote and submitted an article on gardening to a magazine, which was accepted and published. She went on to write professionally on a regular basis. Most people have far more potential than they use. So why do most people never use most of their potential? It's because we lack the courage to believe in ourselves. It's a fact that you can encourage others far more easily and effectively than you can encourage yourself. Children who grow up with the highest self-esteem and accomplish the very most come from families who give them positive encouragement on a regular basis. I have a friend, Dave, who married Jennifer, who has a 14-year-old teenage son named Jason. Jason's real dad was physically and emotionally abusive to him and his mother, which left Jason with very low self-esteem and poor performance at school. Sometime in Jason's senior year, Dave told him his company wanted him to set up a new computer network at their office. Jason was surprised and said, "Why would they want me to do that?" Dave said, "Because I told them you knew more about computers than anyone I know, and I thought you'd probably give them a good price." Genuine affirmations are powerful to motivate our children to do great things. The lack of genuine affirmations all too often leaves teenagers floundering on the wrong side of life. So how do you motivate and inspire your kids to become their best? You start by genuinely acknowledging every good quality they have every time you can. You view them as who they can be, not who they are right now, because they're still developing. Never focus on their failures. Focus on their strengths and tell them what they can be, because if you believe they can, they will believe they can. One caution here. Pay attention and guide them down their path, not your path. I know a man in Seattle, Washington, who was promoted to general manager of his store of more than 50 employees. He kept a small notebook where he made notes to himself about the positive talents and actions of every employee. Every week he had a short meeting with all the employees where he expressed genuine appreciation and acknowledgement of the positive things he saw that week. He made a point of never criticizing in those meetings. He made a $90,000 performance bonus his first year, which was unheard of with this company. He was asked at the corporate national convention how he did this. These are his exact words. "I fired all the destructive, self-centered, greedy people, no matter how productive they were, and then I treated everyone else with the respect that I'd like to be treated with. I focused on everyone's strengths and minimized their weaknesses. I don't demand that they do the work that I want them to do because I'm the boss. I motivate them to do more than that because they want to. And they want to because they know I truly appreciate the work they do. I don't take them for granted and act like they owe me like many managers do." A man who owns a small store had an employee who performed far beyond his expectations. He was asked why he never acknowledged his employee's extraordinary performance. He replied, "He's not a girl." This kind of thinking that believes a man who needs a compliment or a pat on the back is just weak comes from 16th century thinking where people still believe the world is flat. If you're in a management position and have a new employee who takes pride in their work and does extra things beyond your expectations, how long do you think they will keep doing this if you never acknowledge or show genuine appreciation for their performance? The answer is simple: they're not. I'm Stanley Collins, and even though affirmations are only one of Dr. Chapman's 5 love languages, my goal here was to show you how understanding and using affirmations properly can improve every relationship in your life.